Have you ever wondered what flight crew packs on overnights? I'm a pilot, she is a flight attendant. We're gonna show you the difference maybe between a pilot and a flight attendant's bags or the similarities. Here we go. So this is her setup. This is my setup. Right off the bat, it looks to be kind of similar, but I think hers looks a little more uniform. Mine's a little, anyways. We're gonna take these apart and start with the main bag. Here we go. All right, here's mine. Here is hers. Let's open them. All right, so the first thing you might notice are the stuffed animals.
So this is Blakely, this is Oakley. We got them because we saw them in Target and we thought they would be cute to bring on overnights with us.
Yep, so she has one, I have one. They're exactly the same.
And we
both
know
have
which
them.
one is which because mine has an open stomach.
Yeah, hers has a hole. All right, here we go.
We have my makeup bag.
Makeup bag.
Skincare.
Skincare.
Everything else.
Everything else. All in these awesome little compartmentalized sectional bags. Very, very helpful.
My Dyson, but I
Dyson.
don't know where my other part is. Where is it?
Dyson.
We have the heatless curls.
Heatless curls.
Uniforms and sweatpants are in here, and then pajamas and all my overnight clothes are in here.
Extra scarf, socks, stuff like that's in there. So that is her bag. Very efficient. Very nice. On my side, I have my headphones, all of my clothes. It's literally everything I would wear on an entire trip is in here. In here, I have a spare uniform, and by that I mean a spare shirt, and then socks and underwear at the bottom. And then I have my on-cloud shoes, I have my laptop and charger, and this front pouch is just, gum wrapper, pretty much just empty. Sometimes I will get stuff on my trip and I'll put it in. On the side, I have the world famous TikTok microphone because you never know when you need to film a TikTok. All right, there's an extra tab here, so what do we got? Yes.
Some socks.
Socks.
Some silverware.
Silverware.
My Chicago tag.
Chicago.
That I'm getting rid of.
Never getting rid of it.
Scrunchie.
Scrunchie.
Valet bag tag.
Yup.
My sunglasses case that my sunglasses aren't in, and a Lulu.
A Lulu tag. So I think the extra pocket is kind of miscellaneous stuff, but it's good to have a miscellaneous stuff section. I'm gonna go through my second little bag here because this is kind of like the second half of my main bag. A massive disclaimer, this is the first time I am ever using this bag. I have never had this bag. It was never a part of my setup. Tomorrow is the experiment of this. The reason I have this bag is I am now on reserve, so I need a little bit of extra things because I might just be doing a whole lot of nothing, and I'm a commuter also, so it's not like I can just be in my apartment down there. I literally am gonna be commuting to reserve, so I'm just gonna be in a city that I don't have anything for a long time, if that makes sense. So in this bag, so in here I have my toiletry bag. This thing is huge. She is laughing at me making this video. I have Kinder Fluff. This is a pilot must-have. If you know, you know. That would be thanks to Allie. But this protects your eyes, your skin, everything. It's basically sunshades for the air. Don't judge me on this last one. She thinks this is ridiculous. It might be, but I'm bringing my Xbox. It's tiny, so it's easy to pack. Remember, I'm literally on reserve, so if I don't get called, I'm gonna be in a whole different city doing nothing the whole entire day. So, gym and NCAA, that's my plan. All right, that's it for that. Moving on to her next bag. All right, here we go.
We have my purse.
This is like her flight bag.
Yeah. My AirPods.
Oh, jealous.
This is for iced coffee.
Yep. There's nothing worse than having to carry your luggage and hold a cold drink. So that is what that's for.
We have to have
Paperwork.
facial spray,
Facial spray.
some body oil,
Body oil.
some Diva bathroom spray,
Diva bathroom spray. That's a flight attendant kind of specialty right there. So if you know, you know.
wipes, Celsius packets, vitamin C packets,
All the must-haves.
Tums. A lot of mints in there.
Mints.
And then a brush.
Oh, already a nice assortment of things. Okay, what do we got
And
here?
here I have a fake wedding ring because sometimes you need it.
Yeah, so we're working on that one.
Computer. My tennis shoes.
Gotta have those.
Here it is, my Dyson
Extension
attachment.
thing.
My EFB.
Yup.
And then all my chargers, my other AirPods. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
So that's a pretty, there's a lot you can carry in these bags, but there's more. All right, in this little front pocket.
Some trading cards.
Yep, you can thank me for one of those.
Sleep spray, pens, and some rolling perfume.
Yep, that stuff is so nice. I have some as well from Allie.
Passport, gift cards, nonstop thanks. Oh Lord.
And yeah.
And then a bunch of like earrings, just in case mine fall out because I do all the time. Sanitizer, gum, lint roller. And here's a random room key.
Yup.
And then a bunch of just pens and lip gloss, Tide pen. That's about it.
It looks like a little confusing probably for those who aren't like consistent travelers, but these are things that you definitely need or you find that you need at some point. So whether or not it's stuff you use every day, you're going to need it at some point. So that's why there's so much stuff. All right, this is my flight bag. I'm gonna be brief with this because I already did an entire tour just for this. But I have my flashlight. Inside of here, I have a headlamp as well as a first aid kit. In the bottom here, I keep my like extra room keys as well as my car keys. And here I keep all my chargers. Right now they're currently being used, so I'm not keeping them in here. In here, I keep a bunch of spare pens and a stain removing pen. In here, I have a bunch of sanitizing wipes. In here, I keep little goodies that we give, you know, kids, little wings, trading cards, stuff like that. Or adults, doesn't matter, anyone can have them. In here, I keep like lip gloss, no, not lip gloss. I meant chapstick, a mask, sunscreen, and that's pretty much it. In here, I have my work iPad. In here, I usually, oh yeah, there they are. I keep my Ray-Bans, what are they called? Sunglasses, yes. In the back, I keep some paperwork as well as my spare batteries. And in the main compartment, I have my Bose A20s headset. And then underneath, I keep like a bunch of snacks. I have stuff for like my water flavoring, gum, jerky, just small snacks I can eat while I'm flying. I have my food bag and Allie's food bag.
If I'm on for just 2 or 3 days, I'll bring this smaller one.
And I have the same size one for everything, but sometimes I don't even meal prep, so I don't even bring it. And yeah, we can make a separate video on the meal prep, but yeah.
Let's just show them what's in the fridge.
We can do that. I don't judge my fridge, but meal prep goes in little containers, basically
This
whatever.
is my meal prep.
Yeah. We usually like to cook at the same time because our trips kind of line up to be at the same time. So we'll just make a huge batch of food and I'll split it. She'll have half. I'll have half. She's laughing because she's the one who does this. I kind of just take, but I try to help as much as I can. But anyways. So we have like soup and spaghetti and all types of good stuff. Oh, this is one of my favorite drawers, of course. And meal prep is random, but yeah. So separate video on meal prep if you guys want. But that is what flight crew keeps in their bags. Not a whole lot of difference between pilots and flight attendants. The pilots, we have more like actual like flying stuff, like the headset, obviously, you know, the spare battery, you know, the iPad, things that we need to fly. Flight attendants have other stuff that they need that are more pertinent to the back of the airplane. So that's that. Other than that, it's the same stuff. You need your toiletries, you need your clothing, you need your stuffed animal, mandatory things. So yeah, that is what we keep as flight crew in our bags. So
Thanks
hope you
for
enjoyed.
watching. Bye. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, and everyone have safe flights.
Yes, safe flying.